Okay, so real quick, let's talk about the hard issues. You talking about you want to be a Navy SEAL, okay? But the real issue is you got two kids.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your situation on two kids?
I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old.
Okay.
And it's just me. Their dad comes around, comes and goes, but he's not really in the picture. And I don't have a whole lot of support, and that's the biggest barrier between any kind of military career.
So here's what I'm gonna tell you. I don't beat around the bush a whole lot. I don't think you're willing to put your two kids up for adoption so you can be a Navy SEAL.
Yeah, nope.
Okay. So what I would tell you is take that off the table.
Okay.
Because there's zero chance you can do it as a single mom.
Okay. Yeah.
Like you're gonna be gone 300 days a year. You got a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old, and they ain't come into this world to not have a mom.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So you got an education?
I have a GED. I've done some college on and off, but I haven't gotten a degree in anything. I got my real estate license.
Okay. Are you selling real estate right now?
I'm working on it. I just got it just in the last few days. So.
Okay. Where do you live?
Colorado, northern Colorado.
Okay. Like I tell everybody, it's hard enough being in the military with a spouse when you have kids.
Yeah.
But how old are you?
I am 25 years old.
Okay. I'm just trying to think of some jobs you could do in the military, and there ain't very many.
Yeah.
Like where like let me ask you this, where are your parents at?
My dad lives in Florida. My mom lives up here in Colorado, but we're not too close.
Okay, so you really have to raise your two kids, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
You can't go do the National Guard. You can't do anything because you have to. So like when you join, you have to have the ability. You have to sign a form that basically states who has control of your kids when you're not there.
Yeah.
And if you don't have anybody, they won't even let you in.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Well, are you a big athlete?
I mean, not. Yeah, I'm athletic. I trained hand-to-hand combat for 5 or 6 years and trained 5 or 6 hours, 5 to 6 days a week. Not most of my family's really athletic, like triathlons and stuff, but I just enjoy the more hands-on stuff.
What's your ethnicity?
Caucasian, got a little bit of Hispanic. My dad is from Chile.
Okay, so you can run. I mean, I don't know. I just with a 3 and a 1-year-old, I got a 4-year-old in the house. It ain't gonna happen. Like, yeah. But here's my thing. I don't know. Like, I don't know if you could go be a police officer. Like, yeah. What do you do? What do you do with your kids when you got to go to work? Is that why you sell real estate?
Yeah, real estate allows me to kind of have them with me. I do have a nanny. She used to work for us. Now she just kind of watches them for free here and there, but not really something I can do, you know, crazy hours and stuff, which that's the big hurdle there.
Yeah, you have 2 kids. It's tough now.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's a whole lot of responsibility. So, yeah, I don't think there's much you can do, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Unless, you know, like I tell everybody, if you're willing to pay the price and you put them up for adoption, then you could. But, you know, I think that's a really, really hard call to give your kids up for adoption when they're 1 and 3 and they ain't asked for none of it, and you're going to be a Navy SEAL.
Yeah, no way. That's part of the sacrifice of parenting, right?
I mean, that's your number one job in life right now.
Exactly.
Right, this is my number one job, like bar none. I'm just trying to think like out of the box if there's some stuff you could do, but like all the stuff I'm thinking, you need a college degree.
And I have college classes. I would be willing to continue with my college education. I had looked for a while into FBI and kind of going down that route also, and that requires a 4-year. It requires a bachelor's degree. So
everything I'm talking about requires a bachelor's degree. But I said everything I'm talking about requires a bachelor's degree.
Yeah.
But you've got some Hispanic in you, so like that's a ticket, right? Like everybody trying to get more diverse, and so you'll get an opportunity with it, but it's just really hard. Like,
yeah,
I can't. I'll think about it a little bit, but I can't even think right now. Like, I can't even. There's just nothing you can do with 2 kids.
I know. I'd always wanted to. I speak English and Spanish. I used to speak a lot better French, some Russian and Portuguese. So I've always wanted to be able to kind of use my, language learning and physical abilities to be able to, at least help out in some way in the world. But now 2 little kids later, there's a hands full is an understatement. So
Yeah, like you got 1-year-old.
yeah, yep.
You got diapers to change in the middle of the night. You got bottles to make in the middle of the night, right? Let alone disappearing, and you don't have no support system. Like if your mom was around and, you say, hey, I'm going to leave them at the grandparents' house for 3 months. I got left at my grandparents' house for 5 years. Wasn't a big deal. I was a little kid. You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize my mom wasn't there. I had grandma, grandpa. It wasn't a big deal.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is the life is awful.
Yeah.
It's just really, really, really demanding. So, especially of time.
Yeah.
So, all right. What other questions you got for me?
I mean, just about that, if there's, I kind of wanted some other perspective to see if there was some kind of way to get around it, or not really get around it, but brainstorm on it. But it seems like that's pretty much, like you said, it's just off the table.
Like give them up for adoption?
Yeah, that's off the table too.
Okay. So, I mean, I'll tell you, I'll be the first one to tell you, if you're willing to give up everything for your goals, you can get there.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not willing to give up. I'm not giving up my 3 kids for nothing. I'll do what I got to do to survive, but I'm not giving nothing up for my kids. So
yeah,
I'll give up every one of my goals to make sure I raise my 3 kids correctly.
Yep, exactly. That's right there.
Everything I got requires travel, right? Like going to fly, finding somebody to sponsor you to go learn how to fly. Like you're gone 5 days a week, two days a month. 2 weeks a month, 5 days a week.
Yeah.
What do you do for work right now?
Just the real estate. I do some kind of like deal scouting. My dad's an architect in Florida, so they build properties all over the United States. So.
Your dad's an architect. I need a building built. How much he gonna charge me to build a 40 by 100? Like I want to just build a simple building with steel trusses. I've got to find an architect to do it for me on the cheap. I don't think it's gonna be that hard.
You're in area code Michigan? Was that what it was?
No, that's where the phone's from. I'm in Illinois right now, but I'm gonna try to build this house in Washington.
Oh, all right. Okay, I think he's actually doing some work out in Washington right now. They have a window company. They're putting high-end windows on homes out there.
He got a window company too?
Yeah, he likes to dabble. He's quite the worker.
Gotcha. So have you thought about moving to Florida and working with him?
I have considered it. It's I've lived there. I've lived all over the place. I lived in Florida for a while and worked with him. My ex is not a huge fan of the area. Doesn't really want me to take the kids there. So
But he's not around, is he?
He comes around every couple weeks. He's oil field, so he's just kind of.
He's oil field guy?
Yeah.
Does he support you?
No.
No child support?
No, it just ended up being a huge thing with the court system, them saying that he had quit his job, and it was a whole nightmare. Long story.
No, I'm just saying, like, if he ain't doing it, then I'm going where I want to go.
Yeah, that's it.
So I'll go to Florida if I have to,
Yeah.
It's really hard to raise 2 kids without any support. It's really hard. So,
definitely.
But yeah, the gun life ain't for a single mom. Just saying. You gonna end up losing your kids, something crazy gonna happen, it ain't worth it.
Yeah. Right. Kind of what I was thinking.
But I'm not trying to discourage you. Like, like you're 30 or 25, you still can't do it in 5 years. You got a 6-year-old and a 10-year-old. So,
Still young.
And that's it chews up families.
Mm-hmm.
Chews them up. Divorce rate 98%. So, what do you think it'll do? Single mom, you lose your kids within a month.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hustle real estate. I would go work with your dad though. Like that's, you got, your young generation doesn't understand the power of starting off on third plate.
Yeah.
Right? Like you need to go work with your dad. Your dad killing it, learn the business. You don't never have to get a degree.
Yeah.
Right? Learn how to be a business person, learn how to hustle, learn how to do high-end windows. Right? And next thing you know, shoot, you're making a really good living and you didn't have to work super hard to get it. You had to work hard, but you're not gonna have to kill yourself like you would if you started your own window company or high-end architecture firm.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. What else you got for me?
I think that's about all. That's covers the bases.
All right. Sorry I didn't have no world-breaking ideas for you, but sometimes life ain't all peachy keen, right?
That's for sure.
All right, you know how to get a hold of me. I ain't hard to find.
Perfect. Thank you, and thanks for the videos. They're pretty good.
Thank you. You're welcome.
You have a good one.
All right, bye.
Bye.